Good evening. Welcome to my channel. This is Dr. B. Tulasi, working as Associate Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Vignan Stedra Institute of Technology and Sciences, Women, Palakaluru. Dear students, how are you? I think you people are busy in preparing for your examinations. Today I want to give few tips for how to write external exams. It has been 7 months since you have not opened your books. I know that many of you have got exam jitters. But don't worry, these tips will help you during your exams. It is very easy to get good marks in final examinations. Only thing you need to do is how to present well in answer scripts. Coming to the first tip. Firstly, don't think that you can pass the exams by repeating the question papers or filling the additionals with some idiotic stuff like writing the movie stories and irrelevant stuff. It is a misconception also. It won't take you anywhere because the evaluator is a subject expert. He'll be having the answer script with him and he'll be having the key and he know the vocabulary very well. So by bird view he can understand what you had written in the answer script. Coming to the next tip. Impress the examiner with your handwriting. It is not mandatory to have a beautiful handwriting, but at least have a handwriting that everyone understands. Next, show him that you have good interest in giving the exam, that you have stuff in your brain by writing the stuff from the prescribed textbooks. Don't write your exam for the sake of anyone. Write them to prove your capability and caliber. I insist you again, please write the stuff from the prescribed textbooks only, because the evaluator is a subject expert. He knows the vocabulary of the textbook. So write from the prescribed textbooks. Never follow all-in-one answers. Evaluators have enough brains to find out where your answers came from. So at least try to draw the diagrams, tabular columns, programs from the prescribed textbooks. Use all-in-one when you don't find the topics in textbooks. Try to find out answers to all the questions in all-in-one from the textbooks. There is no guarantee for all-in-one answers. Follow it at your own risk. If you want to get good marks, then try to follow the prescribed textbook. Don't follow the all-in-one answers. Next important tip. Use color pens. Hey, don't use red or green, dude. Use black and blue to make your paper to look in a more attractive way. If you write answers with the blue, then underline important points with the black. Else, if you write with the black, underline important points with blue. Don't overdo it so that it becomes a greeting card instead of exam paper. So, emphasize on the points which are very important and underline the points also. Concentrate on the chapters that are easy for you. But if you have not studied anything till today, then try learning the units with less content first. I mean units with less topics, so that it gives more confidence for you that you have covered maximum syllabus, because every unit having equal marks in your examinations. So unit having less topics also will have the same weightage. So concentrate on the topics which are having less topics. Units with less topics. Coming to the next one. Almost all examiners come to evaluate scripts for the sake of money. They get 15 rupees per script. Each bundle contains maximum of 40 to 50 scripts. So examiner concentration is to complete the bundles in minimal possible time. Your answer script is glanced hardly for a minute. So draw his attention towards the related equations, related diagrams, related side headings. And if you are from computer science, try to write the algorithms, programs, okay, by using some color pens, pencils, scales, or putting them in a box, or underlining the important points, emphasizing the important points. So this will draw the attention of the examiner. If you are asked to solve a problem and you have got no idea about it, then at least write the given data. You may be lucky enough to get few marks. And coming to the important thing, revision is very important. Don't forget to revise everything you read. If not everything, then at least the side headings, programs, diagrams, and equations before the examination. Never leave any question. If you are supposed to write 5 questions, try to answer all the 5 questions. Though you know only 3 questions, then try to write the questions which you have gone through the textbook and write the answers from the textbook. Okay, so that examiner will have an illusion that you have gone through the textbook and you are some intelligent and you know the subject very well. And in case if you write the first 3 answers from the textbook matter, there are more chances of getting good marks, as the examiner will be in an impression that you know the subject very well. That's the reason I asked you earlier to read the matter from the textbooks. Do you find it difficult to revise for exams when you have so many subjects and things to remember? If your answer is yes, then don't worry. You are not alone. Your friends also, I think they have not started for the preparation. So try to start now. Next important point is find out the exact dates and timings of your examinations. So sometimes you'll be confused morning session and afternoon session. So write it on the calendar so that it will be easy for you. You will know how much time you have left before each exam. It might help you to draw a table which includes all your subjects, all the weeks you have until the last exam, and then fill in the exam dates if you have finished the exams so that you'll have some confidence during the exam time. Next, prioritize your subject. If you think you have most to do in the networks or Java programming, that is your weakest subject, then this will be the top priority during your preparation. Put all your subjects in an order from the most to the least important. Prepare a schedule and start preparation. Decide on a revision plan which will work for you. How many hours do you need to do a night? Leave some time for breaks, meals and free time, but ensure you have a good time slot each night for revision. Stick to the revision plan. Don't deviate at any cost. If the subject is more tough, use sufficient time to revise. This is the important point. Stick to the timetable. Speaking from my experience, if you decide to focus solely on 1 or 2 subjects because you think you know the others well, you will get a nasty shock. Don't ignore any of the subjects, but ensure you have a balance where your priority subjects have the lead. Begin by revising all the material which you don't know as well. There is no point in beginning to revise the transistors in electronics if you are pretty confident in it. You may find that also prioritize each individual subject's modules or topics helps you. Therefore, if you run out of time, you will know that you have definitely revised the hardest stuff because you should be confident enough before exams. So start from the hardest stuff so that it will give you a confidence before the examinations that you had revised everything. And coming to the from my personal experience, prepare a running notes during the revision before exam. Actually attempt to remember the material. It sounds stupid, but most of the time people are tempted to spend all their revision time just by reading or writing and assuming that they have know everything what they had read till now. Don't be in a false assumptions. If you assume you know it without actually testing yourself on it, then you might get a shock in the examination. So stop revision and memorize the things 2 hours before the examination. What you had written in the running notes, go through the running notes and revise the equations, diagrams, side headings. So do that the last 2 hours before the examinations. Never give up. Easier said than done, right? But giving up only makes you more of the failure when you don't get the marks you wanted for your examination. You will always have the guilt of knowing you didn't try your hardest. Everyone learns differently. You just have to discover how it is the best way for you. But in the end, it all comes down to testing yourself so you can be sure you know it. You may not achieve the marks you expected. Know it yourself what you are capable of achieving. So don't set your targets too high. Don't settle for the lower marks than your ability. Either two. Just know your ability and do your best. Revision isn't fun. Receiving your past result is. Never compare yourself to your friends. They are not you. You are all different. Just do your best and be happy. Have faith in yourself and do your best. You'll definitely pass with flying colors. All the best. Thank you so much.